Han Li successfully joins the Huangfeng Valley holding the Ascension token, fully believing he has embarked on a true path to immortality. However, the cruelty of the cultivation world far exceeds his imagination. Not long after entering the valley, he is forcefully intercepted in a secluded spot by his fellow disciple, senior brother Lu. Harboring deep resentment because his own Foundation establishment pill quota was occupied by Han Li's Ascension token, Lu fiercely corners Han Li, forcing him to hand over this destiny-changing precious pill. Just as the two are at each other's throats, a Sect senior, Martial Uncle Ye, suddenly appears. Han Li originally thought the elder would uphold justice, but to his surprise, Martial Uncle Ye ostensibly favors his personal disciple Lu, while actually coveting the Foundation establishment pill himself. Martial Uncle Ye even coldly voices the underlying logic of the cultivation world. In this realm, strength is the ultimate reason, and the Foundation establishment pill naturally belongs to those with capabilities. Facing the deliberate intimidation and inducement from two higher-tier cultivators, alongside the helpless situation where Martial Uncle Wu cannot fully protect him due to being at a critical breakthrough phase, Han Li displays a level of composure and forbearance far exceeding ordinary people. He knows all too well that with his current low cultivation at the qi refining stage, forcefully keeping the treasure would only bring about his own demise. After calmly weighing the pros and cons, Han Li proactively complies with the compromise solution offered by Martial Uncle Ye, agreeing to surrender the Foundation establishment pill in exchange for the spiritual stones and precious herbs in the elder's possession. This turmoil allows Han Li to see completely through the true face of the cultivation world, one devoid of fairness, with a strong prey on the weak. After handing over the pill, he secretly vows in his heart that surviving comes first, and one day, he will make these bullies pay the price. The next morning, Han Li goes to pay his respects to the Sect master of Huangfeng Valley. Upon learning about yesterday's dispute, the Sect master, aiming to settle the matter and allow Han Li to avoid senior brother Lu's aggressive edge, conveniently arranges for him to report to the Baiji Tang to collect a mission, managing the Sect's 100 Herbs Garden. Han Li harbors no complaints regarding this. He knows well that keeping a low profile is his current key to survival. However, when he arrives at the garden and meets Elder Ma, the eccentric elder in charge, he is met with cold cynicism and ridicule. Elder Ma deeply distrusts these inexperienced young disciples and goes as far as issuing a direct eviction order. Facing the harassment, Han Li does not back down. Instead, he calmly states that he has helped his late master, a physician, look after medicine gardens since childhood, making him quite well-versed in herbs. To test Han Li's true capability, Elder Ma casually points at the spiritual herbs in the garden to cross-examine him. Relying on the solid foundation of medical knowledge accumulated by Dr. Mo's side in his early years, Han Li unhurriedly and precisely identifies several spiritual medicines, including yellow ball grass, green worm onion, and red wheat root. He not only explains their efficacy in clear pathways, smoothing qi, and regulating blood vitality, but even spots the age differences of the herbs at a single glance. This extraordinary insight greatly shocks and impresses the initially arrogant Elder Ma, who immediately shifts his attitude and temporarily lends the garden's restriction token to Han Li. After settling down, Han Li, desperately yearning for Foundation establishment, takes the opportunity to ask Elder Ma about two critical spiritual ingredients needed to refine the pill: jade marrow juice and purple monkey flower. However, Elder Ma pours cold water on his hopes, informing him that these extinct spiritual plants only exist in one single place across the Tiannan continent, the peril-laden, blood-colored Forbidden Ground. Over the next 3 years, Han Li leads a peaceful life of low-profile seclusion within the 100 Herbs Garden. Although Elder Ma appears extremely strict on the surface, he is actually cold outside but warm inside, teaching Han Li a wealth of practical cultivation knowledge. During this period, Han Li accidentally discovers a highly concealed, remote cave near the herb garden. To maximize the utility of his trump card, he transforms this cave into a secret cultivation stronghold. Here, he begins to frequently utilize the mysterious small green vial brought out from the mortal world, exploiting the secret that the small green vial can condense worldly spiritual fluid to accelerate plant maturation in heaven-defying manner. Hanli covertly nurtures a massive amount of precious spiritual herbs of astonishing ages, refining them into auxiliary cultivation pills for consumption. Relying on the stacking of endless spiritual medicine resources, the mediocrely talented Hanli forcefully shatters the limitations of his aptitude. His cultivation surges forward along the way, successfully reaching the late stage of the qi refining realm. However, with the elevation of his cultivation, he also encounters the first monumental obstacle on his immortal path, foundation establishment. Through rigorous self-examination and calculations, Hanli knows well that the false spiritual root in his body possesses extremely poor aptitude. While ordinary geniuses might succeed with just 1 or 2 foundation establishment pills, he must consume a massive quantity of them to break through the bottleneck. Yet, the only recipe in his hands currently lacks the most core raw materials. Recalling the clues previously mentioned by Elder Mon, Hanli understands that the blood-colored forbidden ground, which opens only once every 60 years, has become his sole hope to alter his destiny and forge ahead. To gather more first-hand intelligence regarding the forbidden ground before taking action, Hanli proactively seeks out a mysterious senior disciple in the sect, Xiang Zhili, who is rumored to have participated in the previous trial. Under Xiang Zhili's detailed narration, Hanli finally learns the blood-drenched history behind the blood-colored forbidden ground. This forbidden zone was once a treasure land teeming with dense spiritual energy and rare exotic plants, but several major sects clashed here in a bitter, century-long slaughter to plunder resources, nearly shaking the very foundations of the entire cultivation world. Ultimately, the 7 major sects joined forces to lay down a powerful restriction, decreeing that only qi-refining disciples are allowed to enter for 5 days every 60 years. Xiang Zhili warns Hanli in an extremely heavy tone that the survival rate of the last trial was a miserable 30%, and the most fatal element inside is not the vicious demonic beasts, but the fellow cultivators who resort to any means for profit, slaughtering members of their own sects. Hearing such disastrous casualty data, Hanli feels no retreat in his heart. Instead, an extremely reserved ambition is ignited. He knows well that the path of cultivation is like sailing against the current. Failing to advance means falling back, and his inferior false spiritual root aptitude dooms him to have no spare 60 years to await the next opportunity. Participating in this blood-colored forbidden ground trial is his sole hope to obtain the raw materials for the foundation establishment pill and break through his bottleneck. Within the brief 6-month preparation period ahead, Hanli secretly resolves that he must seize every single opportunity available to frantically elevate his magic treasures, gear, and combat survival capabilities. Turning back no more, and carrying a resolution to sink or swim, he officially takes his irreversible first step toward that blood-colored forbidden ground filled with unknowns and slaughter.